is going to be a wild ride. Probably should have read it before so I could just talk about it, but I want to react to it live because a lot of people are saying this is a spicy one. All right. Quarterfiles. Statement to Congress. The censorship industrial complex. I don't know what this is, like, so devoid of anything. True content which might promote vaccine hesitancy. Ah, okay. Stories of true vaccine side effects. True posts which could fuel hesitancy. But it may be malinformation, exaggerated or misleading. So the truth is now malinformation. Okay. Dude, I feel like such a conservative right now when I read shit like this because I'm like hearkening back to 2016 Trump era where I'm just like, lock her up, lock her up, lock her up. Like, I don't know that it's a her that did this, but you know, nevertheless, let's get into it.
What's the sentiment behind it?
Yeah. Just for the record, CISA was signed in by Trump. Trump really helped egg this shit on to another level. All right. Yoel Roth of Twitter and Nathaniel Gleicher of Facebook were technical advisors. Prince Harry joined Kirk as a commissioner.
I thought he wanted to be out of the limelight. I thought he was tired of being part of all these programs and shit. I thought he wanted a simple, quiet life with his with his commoner wife.
I want to point something out that's not being pointed out here. Yasmin Green. Does anybody know who Yasmin Green is?
No, I feel like I should, though.
A safer internet means a safer world.
Oh.
Upholding technology as a force for good. This is Google. This is Google that was recently talking about their pre-bunking videos. And let's look at what we see when we pull that up. Here you go. Pre-bunking vaccine misinformation narratives with factual information.
Some people want to convince you not to take a COVID vaccine.
They'll use tactics to manipulate smart, honest people.
Don't fall for it.
Sometimes people trying to change your mind will show disturbing images.
UN scientist admitted that vaccines are killing people.
Sometimes these people will talk vaguely about vaccine injury.
But actually, you're 1,000 times more likely to die in a car accident this year than to have a severe allergic reaction to the COVID vaccine.
You're 1,000 times more likely to die in a car accident this year than you are to have a severe allergic reaction. According to the CDC's own data, right? You're only 6 times more likely to die in a car accident than to have an anaphylactic reaction by itself. Anaphylaxis just by itself. So no myocarditis, no deaths, no shingles, which some people are getting, none of the other things that might be defined. They're blatantly lying and spreading COVID misinformation. Google does this. They spread lies and COVID misinformation to fit the narrative, and this is how they're going to pre-bunk, which the idea of pre-bunking is that instead of engaging in trying to debunk a specific thing, they want to teach you the tools so that you can understand when you're reading misinformation, but they're actively spreading misinformation, even according to the CDC's own numbers, not VAERS reports or anything, but what's been confirmed by the CDC.
They're training you to see things that they don't want you to see and immediately cast them aside.
Right. So if you're curious about if this is a Twitter only thing, right? Here you have Yasmin Green, Director of Research and Development from Jigsaw, who actively engages in medical misinformation to try and force people to try and like psychologically trick people into thinking that the vaccine hesitancy is wrong, etc. Yeah, none of those other things. I just noticed her that she was at this event as well, and I just felt like I would point it out. So this representatives from Google that engage in psychological psychological nudging on behalf of the state. They use videos and tricks, and they do massive amounts of research on AI and things like that. Monitor all tweets coming from Trump's personal account, Biden's personal account. When Twitter Files reporters were given access to Twitter internal documents last year, we first focused on the company, which at times acted like a power above government. Yeah, okay. But Twitter was more like a partner to government. Oh, Lord, a new one? I just nailed down the imaginary line between misinfo and disinfo. Right, now you got to look for malinfo. Information that's true, but it might be misleading. It might be bad. It might be wrong or exaggerated, but it's true. But, it doesn't matter that it's true because it's bad. Some cases, state reports didn't even assert misinformation. Here, a list of YouTube videos is flagged for anti-Ukraine narratives. So they're not even pretending at a certain point. They're so enmeshed with the corporations and they're so fascist. This is fascism, by the way, in case you're curious, right? I know it seems like an overblown thing, but like there's the marriage of the corporation and state is so secure that they just go, we don't like these videos, please censor them for us. Like they're not even pretending to be doing the right thing at this point. They just know that that you're bought and paid for. And that if you don't play their fucking game, they'll destroy you. NGOs ideally serve as a check on corporations and the government. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, man. Neoliberals.
And I thought that debate you just had was circular.
Oh, my God. Neoliberals are so fucking funny, man. Oh, fuck. That's hilarious.
We're going to have a state-funded corporation that fights against the state that funds them.
Oh my God. No, Mark, they're not 501c4s, they're 501c3s. Even though they're getting millions of dollars in grants from the government, most of their funding is coming from hedge fund companies for write-offs, so that's okay. Or it's coming from a bigger 501c3 that's getting bigger amounts of government money. So it's not really funded by the government.
So foolish?
Oh man, that's so fucking hilarious to me.
I truly am the soiled fool in this moment.
What a fucking fantasy hashtag vote harder worldview do you have to unironically type out NGOs ideally serve as a check on corporations and the government? You can totes malotes trust the hedge funds? Of course.
I would just love to ask Matt Taibbi, which one has been doing that?
What's been holding the government accountable? No, it's just a way to move money, my guy. For whatever cause you have.
It's like buying real estate in New York City. It's just a way for some Russian tycoon to hide money.
Not long ago, most of these institutions viewed themselves that way. No, false. Most of these institutions may have viewed themselves that way. Maybe. No, they knew from the very beginning that it was a means of influencing the state and getting control of the state and their activist organizations. Yes, some of them were just straight up charities, NGOs, but most of them just not. Resist far left fascism? Yeah. Resist fascism, period. Right? I'm talking shit on fucking Michael Knowles as much as well, maybe not as much as I'm talking shit on Marxists, because I feel like they're more of a threat right now, but I got my eye on the others too.
We don't hesitate to dive in on them too. Tear that ass up.
When